Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm here again, your mom cat, your super mom. So kung hindi ka pa nakasubscribe sa channel ko, please subscribe now and do not forget to smash the notification bell para lagi kang updated sa bagong video ko. We are in Math 6, third quarter, week 7, which is all about visualizing the surface area of a solid figure. Now, let's start with reviewing the formula on how to get the area of a plane figure. So let's recall the formula for area of a plane figure. Now we have here a square, and a square, we all know that square has 4 equal sides. Therefore, its area is equal to side times side, or area is equal to S times S, or we have here S squared. And if we have here rectangle, we have area is equal to length times width, and or we can write that as area, or A is equal to L times W. So we have here a parallelogram, and the area for parallelogram, we have base times height, and we have here a triangle. The formula for triangle, we have base times height divided by 2. Some other uses 1/2 base times height. It is the same, parehas lang sila. Now, what if we have here a circle? The formula for finding the area of a circle, we have pi times radius, or we can say that it is pi r squared. And we have here the trapezoid. And the area for trapezoid, we have base 1 plus base 2 divided by 2 times height. Or we can write that as area is equal to b sub 1 plus b sub 2 divided by 2 times height. So these are the formula that you are going to use in finding the area of plane figures. Bakit ko dinidiscuss ito? Because we are going to learn to find the surface area of a plane figure, of a solid figure, I mean, because we are to find the surface area of a solid figure. Now, let's recall the area. So when we say the area of a plane figure, we are counting the number of units in a plane figure, or square units in a plane figure. So binibilang natin, kapag area, ang binibilang natin dito ay yung bilang ng squares na nasa plane figure. So here, pag binilang mo ang square nito, let's start with the square. We have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Therefore, it has 16 square units. The area of this square is 16 square units. Or while using our formula a while ago, area of a square is equal to side times side, and the side here is 4 units. So we can write that as 4 times 4, or that is equal to 16 square units. So that is why we have here side times side. Well, if we are going to count the number of square units of this rectangle, we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And its width is 1, 2, 3, 4. Finding the area of a rectangle, we have length times width. So we have here 8 times 4. Therefore, the area of these is 32 square units. So that is the area of a plane figure. Now, Let's take a look at this situation. Alexol wanted to redesign her old wooden box. She will be using decorative sticker paper to cover and to make it look new. How will she know the exact area of sticker paper for the wooden box? So ngayon, uso ngayon yung sticker paper. Actually, kalimitan yung wallpaper, ginagawa na rin sticker paper para i-cover ang box, ang mga boxes. That is why si Alex Sol gusto niya na pagandahin uli yung box, yung old wooden box niya by covering it with a decorative sticker paper. So, kailangan niya, pag sinabi nating tatakluban niya yung wooden box, unang iisipin nyo, ano ba yung itsura ng wooden box? Siyempre, when we are saying of box, it is a rectangular prism. And then, para ma ma-redesign niya ito, tatakluban niya yung lahat ng faces ng rectangular prism. And the faces of rectangular prism are here. We have the front page, the front face, the back face. They have the same dimensions. So itong front natin at itong back, parehas sila ng dimensions. Parehas sila ng sukat. And we have the top and the bottom ang magkaparehas din, top at bottom. Actually, if we have here this side as a square, itong apat na to magkakaparehas. Kung ang ating side dito ay square. Now, kung yung left at right ay square, itong apat na to parehas sila ng dimensions. And here are the other faces. We have the left faces and the right faces. Sila yung magkatulad. So, ito yung mga faces na dapat makover or malagyan ni Aling Sol ng decorative sticker paper. Why do we need to compute for that? Siyempre, to save materials, para hindi masayang yung materials mo, dapat alam mo yung dimensions ng tatakluban nyo. Pangit naman yung patong-patong yung sticker paper, di ba? So, pag sinabi nating tatakluban, you are going to rock, we are talking of surface area. The illustration shows the 6 phases of rectangular prism. Through solving the area of these spaces, we can get the surface area of the rectangular prism. That is why surface area, pag sinabi natin surface area, that is the total area of the faces of a solid figure. Another way of describing the surface area of a solid figure is through determining the area of its nets or net. Pag sinabi nating net, a net is a flat pattern that you can fold to form a solid figure. So ano ba yung net? Kailangan daw natin alam yung net para makompute mo yung surface area ng isang solid figure. Now, net of a solid figure is a closed figure that can be folded into 3-dimensional figure. It is a pattern in 2 solid figures. Now, look at this illustration. This is the net of a wooden box or a rectangular prism. So kung mapapansin nyo, yung ating net, it has 6 faces. So pagpalagay na ito yung net nung cocoveran ni Aling Sol or yung nets ng wooden box niya, old wooden box. As you can see, there are 6 rectangles here. Ayan. To solve for the surface area, you need to get the area of its faces. Surface area of rectangular prism is equal to the area of the left plus the area of the side plus the area of the front plus the area of the back plus the area of the top and plus the area of the bottom. Let's go back with the nets. So para makuha natin yung surface area nito, yung area nito, i-add mo dito, itong apat na to, yung area nitong apat, pagsasama-samahin nyo, tsaka ito. So, kaya pag sinabi natin surface area, total area. So, i-add mo lahat yan. Now, so here, Thus, the surface area of the rectangular prism is equal to, we have 2 quantity height times width plus width times length plus length times height. Or we can say surface area is 2 height width plus 2 width length plus 2 length height. So yung 2, hindi siya nababago. Constant siya. Bakit laging may 2 dito? Kasi di ba parehas yung top at bottom? So times 2. Instead na i-add mo ng mahaba, times 2 na lang. And then parehas din yung left and right. At parehas din yung front and back. That is why meron tayong 2 dito. Now, so here is the net of the rectangular prism. Let's say for an example, the length is 7 centimeters, width is 3 centimeters, and height is 4 centimeters. So gamitin natin tong formula natin dito. Tingnan natin. Let's say ito yung dimensions niya. First is to write the formula here. Ngayon, papalitan natin tong mga to, ng value nila dito. So we have here 2 times 4 times 3. Saan ang galing yung 4? We have here height. At yung 3, we have here width. And then we have here 3 again, width. And 7 represents the length. Now, and we have here, I will erase this one. Yeah. So we have here, surface area is equal to 2 times 12. That came from 4 times 3. 2 times 21. And 2 times 28. As you can see, yung 2 hindi nababago. And then let's simplify. We have surface area is equal to 24 plus 42 plus 2 times 28 is 56. So to add these numbers, we have surface area is equal to 122 centimeters squared. As you can see, the final answer here is 122 centimeter squared. The unit is centimeter squared because we always have the exponent 2 because we are counting the number of square units in a plane figure. Now, here, explain natin. Yung 24, ito yung area ng dalawang faces. Hanapin natin yung 3 by 4. So, that is, ito yung 24. So, 12 at 12. Yung 42, ito yung area ng, nasan yung length at width? Ito yung area na yon. We have 42. That is maybe the bottom and top. It's not 42. It's 21. Kasi dalawa na sila. Alright? (21) and 21. And this 56 or yung 28 ay ito. 28 and 20. So now, the surface area, pag inad mo lahat tong 6 na dimensions na to, pag inad mo lahat siya, you will get the total of 122 centimeters square. So that is the surface area of a rectangular prism. Now, let's talk about the surface area of a cube. A cube has 6 square faces. The total area of its 6 square faces is equal to its surface area. So, napakadali. Kasi pare-parehas yung dimensions niya. So, here is an example of the net of a cube. So, ito, pag binuklat mo yung cube, ito yung lalabas na net niya. Ito naman nets na ito, pag i-finold mo tong nets na to, bubuo siya ng cube. So, now, look at the area of each faces. Pare-parehas lang siya. Pare-parehas na s squared. Ilang s squared ba yan? Since we have 6 equal faces, therefore, the surface area of a cube is 6 times s squared. Or pwede mong isulat niya 6 times s squared. Anyway, now, let's say for an example, find the surface area of a cube with side of 8 centimeters. Ayan. Now, so we have here 6, hindi mababago kasi yun ay nasa formula. Yung s natin, that is side, pinalitan ko lang ng 8 times 8. So, nanggaling yung 8 times 8 because we are getting s squared. Now, we have here 6 times 64, that is 8 times 8. And 6 times 64 is 384 centimeters squared. Therefore, the surface area of this cube is 384 centimeters squared. Now, let's have the surface area of triangular prism. Ano ba itsura ng triangular prism? One of the best example of triangular prism is the box of Toblerone. Now, a triangular prism has 3 rectangular lateral faces and 2 bases, which are triangle. The sum of the areas of the bases and the lateral faces is its surface area. Ito yung itsura ng triangular prism. Minsan nakahiga, minsan nakatayo. So, ito yung bases niya. Dalawang rectangle. Tapos, meron siyang dalawang triangle. At meron siyang tatlong rectangle. So, ibig sabihin, i-add mo tong tatlong rectangle dito sa area ng dalawang triangle. Ano ba yung area ng triangle? Paano nga yung area ng triangle? Base times height divided by 2. Since dalawa yan, gawin na nating times 2 yan. No? Ibig sabihin, dalawang triangle ang kukunin mo. Ito yung triangle na 1. Ito yung triangle na 2. Or pwede mo siyang pasimplihin. We have area of triangles. We have 2 dahil dalawang triangle times base times height divided by 2. Pwede mo nang cancelin yan. So we have area of 2 triangles is base times height. Now, para rin siyang rectangle. Kasi kapag nagdikit ka ng dalawang triangle, bubuo ka ng rectangle. Now, ito naman tatlong rectangle, i-add mo rin yung kanyang surface area. That is only length times width. Let's say for an example, this is 5 and this is 4 and the length is 6. Let's say for an example. Kunin muna natin yung area ng triangle. Area ng isang triangle is base times height divided by 2. That is, ang base niya magiging 4. Ang height niya ito, which is 5 divided by 2, and that is equal to 20 divided by 2 is 10. So, yung 10, yung area nitong isang to, 10 lang yan. So, ito pa, 10. Kaya nga sabi ko kanina sa inyo, shortcut ng dalawang triangle, ito yun. That is base times height, which is 4 times 5 is equal to 20. So, dalawang 10, 20 yon. And then, kunin naman natin tong area ng rectangle, and that is area of rectangle is equal to length times width. That is 6 times 4. 6 times 4. Kung pare-pares ang sukat nitong tatlong ito, we have 6 times 4 is 24 ang bawat isa dito. So, we have here 24 times 3. So, i-add na lang natin. 24 times 3 or i-multiply natin sa 3. That is equal to 72. So, itong area nitong tatlong rectangle here is 72 plus yung area ng dalawang triangle is 20. Therefore, the surface area of this triangular prism is 92 Dahil wala akong ginawang unit, square units. So that is the surface area of this triangular prism. Actually, pag sinabi nating surface area, hindi mo naman kailangan sauluhin yung formula nung mismong surface area. Kung master mo yung formula ng plane figures, you just need to add the area of each faces. Kung master mo yung formula ng area, so we just need to get the area of each faces and then get the sum of it. So that is the surface area. Now, let's say for an example, we have the surface area of a pyramid. Pyramid is a solid whose base is a polygon and whose lateral faces are triangle, with a common vertex or apex is called a pyramid. So yung pagkakaiba ng pyramid sa prism, yung pyramid kasi meron siyang vertex, common vertex, patusok. While yung prism, ang kanyang mga lateral faces ay mostly ay rectangles. Now, itong pyramid, ang kanyang face, lateral faces ay triangle dahil nga meron itong common vertex. Now, this is an example of a square pyramid. Bakit sinabing square pyramid? Because its base is a square. That is why it is called a square pyramid. So, kung visualize mo yung itsura ng net ng square pyramid, meron tayong isang square dito, yung pinaka-base niya, at apat na magkakaparehas na triangle. So, meaning, kapag kukunin mo yung surface area nito, i-add mo tong apat at i-add mo tong area ng square. So, let's say for an example, ang kanyang side ng square ay 5 at ang height niya kanina, height na gamitin din natin ay 4. Ayan. So, kunin natin yung area ng square muna. That is side square. So, that is area is equal to 5 squared or 5 times 5. But nilagay ko pa sa parentheses. Ayan. We have 25. Ito, area lang ito yung ng square. Well, let's get the area of one triangle. We have base times height divided by 2. Ang base niya ay 5. Ang height niya ay 4 divided by 2. The area is 20 divided by 2 and that is equal to 10. So, ang bawat isang triangle ay may dimension na 10. Baguhin ko yung kulay. Ang bawat triangle ay may dimension na 10. So, kung kukunin natin yung surface area niya, we have here 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. Bakit apat na 10? Or you can write it 4 times 10 plus 25. So, nanggaling yung 25, yung dimension or yung area ng square. So, we have here surface area is equal to 40 plus 25. We have here surface area is equal to 65 square units. So the surface area of this pyramid is 65 square units. Now, let's proceed to a surface area of a cylinder. So when we say cylinder, it is a solid figure with 2 circular bases and 1 curved surface. So parang example nito, lata ng sardinas. Ayan. So look at this cylinder. So ito yung buong cylinder. So try nating i-open yung katawan ng cylinder. Try nating i-open. It will form yung katawan niya, yung pinakakatawan na ito, bubuo siya ng isang rectangle. At may iwan yung dalawang circle. Ito yung taas at ito yung baba. So bumuo siya ng isang rectangle. Try nyo sa bahay nyo na mag-open ng can. Yung katawan niya, ito ay bubuo ng isang rectangle. At yung length ng rectangle, paano mo kukunin ang length ng rectangle? It represents the circumference of the circle. Circumference of the circle. Ayan. Yung length ng rectangle natin, yun yung magre-represent ng circumference ng ating circle. At yung height ng ating rectangle, etong height na to, this height will represent the, or this width will represent the height of the cylinder. Ayan. cylinder. I'm sorry, cylinder. So, paano natin kukunin ngayon ang surface area niya? The surface area of the cylinder is the sum of the area of two circular base, yung area nito, plus the area of its rectangular lateral faces. Kukunin mo yung area nitong rectangle. Thus, the surface area of a cylinder is equal to lateral area plus 2 or area of the base. Pag capital B, that means area of the base. And therefore, we have here, surface area is equal to 2 pi r height. Ayan, saan ang galing yung 2 pi r height? Di ba ito, yung length ng rectangle is the circumference. Ano nga yung formula ng circumference? That is 2 pi r. That is circumference. So, saan ang galing yung height? Di ba? We have here length. Yung length natin ay the circumference which is 2 pi r. At yung width natin ay yung height ng cylinder. That is why we have here 2 pi r height. Sorry, hindi yan dyan. Kaya nagkaroon tayo ng height here kasi length times width. Yung height dito, yun yung width ng rectangle natin. Plus 2 pi r squared. So naman ang galing yung 2 pi r squared? Area of circle is pi r squared. Eh dahil dalawa yung circle natin dito, kaya meron tayo ditong 2. Now, let's have an example. Let's have an example. What if the radius of this cylinder is 4 centimeters and height is 6 centimeters? By using the formula 2 pi r height plus 2 pi r squared, so we substitute, let's say that pi is equal to 3.14. So we have 2, hindi mababago, pi is 3.14, r is 4, and height is 6, plus 2 pi r is 4, r squared. So we have here, saan nanggaling 150.72? Nanggaling yan dito sa 2 pi r height. Plus 100.48, nanggaling naman yan dito sa 2 pi r squared. So we get surface area is equal to 251.2 centimeters squared. So this is the surface area of this cylinder. Now, let's have the surface area of a cone. So when we say cone, it is a solid figure with one vertex and a circular base and a lateral curved surface. The best example of this is the cornetto. Now, ito na yung ating cone. Kapag inopen mo yung cone, makukuha mo yung net na ito parang pamaypay na may circle. So parang ang hirap naman kunin nung area nitong parang pamaypay na to. Pero pwede natin siyang gawing rectangle. Paano natin gagawin rectangle? Slice natin siya ng maliliit na triangle. Slice natin maliliit na triangle. Pero dapat yung triangle mo pantay-pantay. To get the area of the lateral surface, let us divide it into equal parts, then arrange the parts in rectangular formation as shown below. Tingnan nyo. So yung parang pamaypay na yan, hinati-hati ng pare-parehas. And it will form, look at this, it will form a parallelogram. Now, so kung nag-form siya ng parallelogram, saan ang galing yung kanyang length at saan ang galing yung kanyang height? That's interesting. So yung kanyang length, nanggaling yun sa here, the circumference of the circle. That is why we have 2 pi r. Circumference is equal to 2 pi r. The base of the new figure is pi r and the height is the slant height of the curved surface. So, the lateral area is pi rs, or the surface area is pi rs plus pi r squared. Now, bakit pi r lang? Eh, di ba 2 pi? Eh, kalahati lang naman yung kalahati kalahati lang siya ng circle. So this is the formula that you are going to use to get the surface area of a cone. Now, let's have the surface area of the sphere. A sphere is a space figure with such a shape that every point on its side is the same distance to the center. If you take a semicircle and rotate it, the figure trace is a sphere. So now, ito yung itsura ng sphere. Ito yung sinasabi na kapag in-rotate mo to, itong mga to, yung semicircle, it will form a sphere. This, for circle here. The total four areas of the circles covers completely the surface area of a sphere of the same radius. Ibig sabihin, ang apat na circle with the same radius of the sphere ay equivalent to its surface area, which therefore we have surface area of the sphere is equal to 4 pi r squared. Now, let's say for an example that the radius of this sphere is 5 centimeters. So we have 4 times 3.14 times 5 squared. And that is equal to 4 times 3.14 times 25. Therefore, the surface area is 314 centimeters squared. So that is the surface area of the sphere. Right, that's the end of our lesson. Thank you for watching my lesson. Hope you have learned something from Teacher Kat. And if you have any question, you write your question in the comment box, and do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the like button of this video. Thank you and goodbye.